It is normal to begin a roasting with a, should say it's normal to begin a toast with a joke. So here goes. Jimmy. Now Jimmy's a common name in Scotland, like Davy or Hughie or Shuggy. Jimmy went to his doctors and said he was concerned about his wife's hearing and could he give him some advice. The doctor gave it to him and said, let me know how this turns out. So Jimmy goes home, stands in the front room and announces, I'm home, dear. His wife Mary is in the kitchen preparing dinner. So he asks, what's for dinner? As usual, not a sound. So he moves into the dining area. And once again he says, Mary, what's for dinner? Silence. So he starts to wonder what's happened, what had he done wrong. Anyway, the third time he goes right up behind her and says, Mary, what's for dinner? She turns around and says, for God's sake, for the third time, beef stew. As you have so far noticed, this is one of these events which is a family event, not one of those stuffy up Burns dinners. We are all family, and we all know, most of us know each other, so please, please feel welcome. I am constantly asked by my American friends, what is a lassie? My grandmother would explain it to me, a lassie is a girl you cannot afford. How many gentlemen here this evening has listened to his grandmother, advice on this matter? To be perfectly honest, I for one am glad I did not listen to her. Let's look at the bare facts of the matter. A woman's place is in the home. All she has to do is your dirty laundry. Who cooks your meals? Who takes the kids to school? Make sure the homework is all done before taking them to soccer practice. Then come home and do the yard work. Sadly, this is not your idea of work.
Yeah.
You are too busy discussing current events and solving world problems in the pub, along with a few of your cronies, or on the golf course, trying to concentrate on lowering your handicap.
She wants to be.
Not an easy job, gentlemen, as you well know. Yes, women haven't made such an easy life for themselves. What faults can we find in a woman? I don't have enough time to tell you. I'm only up here for 10 minutes. But let me give you a couple examples. When a woman says maybe, it could be yes, or it could be no. I'll give you an example. Here we have Jimmy again, who seems to just step into it all the time. Jimmy asked his beloved if she would like to go to the club dance later that evening. Out comes the maybe. So he is confused and he goes back to watching the telly. Later in the evening, his wife disturbs him and she watched the last 2 minutes of a Laker-Clipper game with the scores tied. She stated, well, are you going to sit here all night instead of getting ready to go to the club? So, like all good hubbies, he went to get ready to please her. Because if he didn't, he knew it would come later. It took him 10 minutes, however. His wife was still fussing around after 45 minutes, wondering what to wear. She had 3 outfits on the bed and asked Jimmy, what one do you think I should wear? Here we go, Jimmy again. He was upset about turning off the basketball game and said, anyone, it's only a dance. 15 minutes later, he knew he said the wrong thing. And to make amends, to cover up his big mistake, he said, how did your visit go to the doctor? Did the doctor today go? She was all smiles again. She said, the doctor told me that I have the skin of a 16-year-old and the body of a 30-year-old. Jimmy, once again, never learns. He said, What about your 70-year-old fat ass? Then the guy, you know, the look that comes out over a woman when she knows she is right, and the exact answer to give him, he knew he had went right into it. However, she looked at him, smiling, and said, "What was that you said?" He said, "What about your 70-year-old fat ass?" She said, "Oh, your name never came up." It is okay to laugh and joke about our lassies, but guys, you know, and I know, just how lucky we are. They are with us 100% of the time, and they're there to stand beside you. And yes, at times they support you, in front of you and also behind you. Their love and support are second to none at all times. In their minds, we men are so very lucky and yes, honored to have such support. Robert Burns knew the power of the lassies. When writing his poems, some of his best poems were about the fair sex. Here is an example, the one to Bonnie Leslie. To see her is to love her, and but love her forever. For nature made her what she is, and never made another. Then this one from an old Scottish ballad that Burns proved to poetic gem, and was published in 1794. Oh, my love is like a red, red rose, that's newly sprung in June. Oh, my love is like a melody that's sweetly played in June. As fair art thou, my bonny lass, so deep in love am I, and I will love thee still, my dear, till all the seas gan dry. Till all the seas gan dry, my dear, and the rocks melt with the sun, and I will love you still, my dear, till the sands of time shall run. Goes on and on. Anyway, to finish, let me tell you another little joke in honor of the lassies. Jimmy, as usual, was walking along the beach, and he found an old beat-up bottle. So, being curious and nosy, he looked at it and opened it, and out popped a genie. And as he was released, the genie said, "Thank you, I have been in there for 100 years. I will grant you 3 wishes, anything you wish." Jimmy said, "No problem. I dream of this every time I walk on the beach, hoping to find an empty bottle. My first wish is, I want $1 billion in a Swiss bank account, and a flash of lightning, and a paper with new bank numbers, and a statement showing $1 billion deposited. Number 2, he said, I want the most up-to-date Maserati. Flash, boom. And there it is waiting for him in the beach parking lot. Finally, he said, I want to be irresistible to all women. And flashes of lightning. And he turns into a Gucci handbag. Finally, ladies and gentlemen, Burns wrote this poem in 1795. Oh, that's the lassie of my heart, my lassie ever dearer. Oh, that's the queen of womankind, and ne'er a name to peer her. Gentlemen, I ask you to be upstanding in charge of lassies. We will give a toast to the lassies.
Be a gentleman. Yeah.
Gentlemen, to the lassies.
The lassies.